Hey, it's Jason. This is going to be a very different type of video than what I normally do, so sorry if this is weird, but it has to do with the latest controversy surrounding Google and Team Pixel. And the timing of this couldn't be even more bizarre because I literally just got back from the Google Pixel 9 event in which I was invited to by Team Pixel. It was a great trip, I had a great time, and I was posting a lot about it, and now 2 days later, here I am making this video. Now you might be saying to yourself, dude, I don't even know what Team Pixel is, so let's start there. What is Team Pixel? Team Pixel, or hashtag Team Pixel, whatever you want to call it, is a group of very diverse influencers who represent a lot of different platforms, and they're invited to join this group by Google, and they usually get special privileges like sometimes they'll be gifted a free Pixel device or be invited to special Google events. Now, if it sounds like I'm a bit murky on all the details, it's because I am. There's not a lot of public information about Team Pixel or what they do or what their mission is. But I think it's fair to say that Team Pixel is a strategic lever Google has developed as a way to organically market the company's Pixel-related products and services. Now, an important thing to disclose, I've been part of Team Pixel since the launch of the Pixel 3a, so for a good amount of years now, and everything I'm saying up to this point is solely from my own personal experience, so take it with a grain of salt. But I do remember being reached out to by the marketing firm 1000 Heads. It's the firm that Google hires to manage Team Pixel, and the email was basically like, hey, we think you're cool and would like you to be part of this community. We're going to send you out a welcome kit and keep you posted on Google/Pixel related activities. Let us know if you want to participate. Like, it was the most laid back brand reach out that I've ever experienced, to the point where I swear I was just telling people this at the Google event. I thought it was spam at first. I didn't even reply because it was so relaxed. But once I realized it wasn't spam, I was like, okay, cool. I've been a huge fan of Google for a long time. I'm in this space in YouTube. What a great opportunity to connect with one of the greatest brands in the world. And since that point, I've been part of the Team Pixel community, and I'm just gonna be honest, they've been super fun to collaborate with, mainly because they were so chill about everything. Like, they send me out their latest phone or Pixel device, and they'd include a small note essentially saying, hey, we're just sending you out this in advance, no obligation to post anything if you don't want to, but if you do, just make sure to follow the FTC guidelines and use hashtag gift from Google or hashtag Team Pixel. That was it. There was no contract that I had to sign or any requirements that I had to agree to or have any of my content reviewed by them in order to maintain this relationship. And that was great, especially for a guy like me who has a channel dedicated to consumer tech review. It gave me an opportunity to get access to the latest Google phones, plus the freedom to speak my honest opinions about it once I got it in my hands. And every fall I'd get the same email from Team Pixel saying that they wanted to send me out something, usually their new Pixel phone, and I'd fill out the same form that asked me to confirm some basic information, and it'd be business as usual, no obligations or pressure whatsoever. And to give you some perspective on how fresh this relaxed atmosphere was around Team Pixel, about a month ago, I got an email from Team Pixel asking if I wanted to attend the Pixel 9 event at their HQ in Mountain View. They would fly me out and cover my travel expenses, and I specifically asked them if there were any requirements or things that I needed to agree to or sign in order to attend, and they said nope. I didn't have to film or post anything, but again, if I wanted to, the only thing that I had to make sure that I did was follow the FTC guidelines. So I went, and I seriously had a fantastic time meeting all the other Team Pixel members and a ton of creators that I actually look up to, and it was so great being able to see the keynote in person and get hands-on with all the Pixel 9 devices so quickly, and I came back on this big high as I'm genuinely excited to review the new devices, and I felt so privileged to be part of such a wonderful community. And quick disclaimer, I did recently post 3 shorts on the new Pixel 9 devices right after the event. These videos were made because I wanted to make them. Google did not force me at all, and all of them were posted before this recent drama transpired that I'm about to go into a lot more detail on. Okay, so just yesterday, I got the very familiar email from Team Pixel saying that they have something that they want to send over with a link to fill out what I thought was going to be the very basic info that they ask for all the time, but this time was different. Now, I'm not going to go into specifics about everything they asked for, but they asked way more questions than before. It almost felt like I was filling out an application of some sort because it was so long. None of it was really sus though until I got near the end where this now infamous question was presented as the final part of the form. Now, this is all over the internet at this point. It's the only reason I'm sharing it this way, but I was reading this and I almost did like a double take thinking, wait, is this for Team Pixel or did I click on the wrong link? Because it was so wildly different from everything I knew about this community for the past 5 years. It seriously wasn't registering because an ask like this from Google was just so foreign. But after reading it like 100 times, my interpretation of this new, never-seen-before stipulation was that if I wanted to be part of Team Pixel and stay in Team Pixel, I would have to tailor any content that I build around it in a way that potentially didn't allow for objectivity. And despite what has been a relatively long-term, fantastic relationship with both Google and Team Pixel, this didn't sit right with me. Now, this is just my opinion, but I am a firm believer that if you want to be a tech YouTuber, your absolute #1 foundation has to be trust. Once you lose that, it's over. Seriously, everything else doesn't matter. And look, I do sponsored content. It's the only way that I could keep the channel going, as 99% of the time, I have to buy all the new devices on my own to review them, but when I do, I only work with brands that don't force me to say good things about them. And I'm totally fine if they're like, hey, can you make sure to showcase this feature to your viewers? Or can you make sure to promote this discount that they have going on? I think those are fine, and they in no way impede my ability to give an objective testing of a device. But the language Google used on this new Team Pixel agreement, to me, really crosses that line. Again, I'd be fine if they were like, hey, can you make sure to show some of Gemini Nano's new features in your videos or some of the new camera features? Sure, no problem. But to say that it's going to be expected of me to feature Google Pixel devices in place of competitors in a preferred manner, or else I'll be kicked out of the program, that doesn't sit right with me, and I ultimately asked Team Pixel to remove me from their program. And final point here, I want to be clear that I'm not speaking for anyone except for myself in this video, and I'm definitely not judging anyone who's remaining on Team Pixel. Not everyone identifies as a tech reviewer like I do. In fact, most of the people that I met on the trip are lifestyle influencers, and I gotta say, I'm in a privileged place where I have the means to buy the phones on my own, and I personally feel as though that's the right thing for JSL Review to do until Team Pixel makes some changes or goes back to its old way of operating. I also don't want this to be a bashing of the company or the new Pixel devices. Everything that I've said about the new Pixel 9s, which has been mostly positive, is 100% true. I'm super excited about getting my hands on these phones to test them out. And for transparency, I'm gonna put up a screenshot of my paid order for these phones to ensure you all know that my upcoming reviews on them, though they're probably going to be later than all the others, are going to be independent of Team Pixel until things change. But that's it. Sorry that this was a weird video, but let me know what you guys think about Team Pixel and all of this. I'm curious to get your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. And if you guys missed my first impressions on the new Pixel 9 phones, check them out here. They're going to help you be as informed as possible.